what's not to love? New Mexico is a special place in my heart because I grew up there going at least 2, if not 3 times a year to my grandparents' cabin that was right off the river. And me and my dad and friends would step out into the river, put our waders on and fish for rainbow trout and eat at the 4 or 5 local restaurants back before the town had kind of grown. The smells, the skiing, the summer, the spring, it's where
it's magical.
I proposed to my wife in
he told
New
me,
Mexico.
He said, when we were dating, you said, the first girl I take out to New Mexico will be the girl I marry. And you know what? Even when you invited me out, I didn't even think that was...
Hey, when I say something, it's for real. You better believe it.
He put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it.
He did.
I did it.
4 kids later, yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it on the 4th of July, and a storm came through. I was going to take her up on the ski lift and go to the back meadows, and it was going to be great. And the storm came through, and we were the last ones that didn't get to get on, and so I had the ring in my pocket, and I had to go home. And so we got engaged on the 5th of July, and it was a nice, beautiful day, and
it was sweet.
Yeah, it was fun. So lots of memories, lots of good times, and I'm in search of a place that I can call home out there, that I can take my kids and grandkids and family. I don't have any grandkids, but one day I will.
I was like, who's?
Yeah, all the kids and grandkids and friends and family.
Okay.
To go out and enjoy nature, enjoy the aspen trees and the smells and the river and all of the good things that come with it. So we're here in Red River, New Mexico. This is one of my favorite places. I grew up going here as a kid. We have began bringing the kids out here and starting some of the same old traditions that I grew up doing. Skiing and hiking and what we call jeeping, going off-road and having a good time. So in December, we came up here and stayed in a cabin, and we became decent friends with the guy and the family next to us. Come to find out, they're gonna sell that place. It's 2 cabins. I've seen them from afar, but I've never been in them, and if we could possibly pull this off and make this purchase, I would be extremely excited. We would rent it out during the times that we wouldn't be able to come out, and then 2 or 3 times a year be able to come out to our own cabin here in Red River, New Mexico.
The idea of having a little piece of New Mexico to call our own has been a dream of ours literally since we got together. And so right now we're currently in search of a piece of property that makes sense to our family, that, you know, that we can kind of use as a refuge. And we like to get away. We like to break up our summer months with a summer trip out there. We don't always have to ski. We just love the smells of it, smells of the mountains. And
the people of New Mexico too, from Red River to Taos all the way down to Santa Fe. There's just something special down that highway that runs right along the Rio Grande all the way into Santa Fe. So we've been going up and down that road for long enough, and we've found a perfect little spot, a half-acre lot with 2 cabins. Needs a little bit of work, a little fixer-upper, but it could really be a place to call home out there and be our refuge for years to come. So
yeah, fingers crossed.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm in love. I'm in love with those cabins. So much potential, just backs up to the forest. It just couldn't get any better. If this is meant to be, it will be. I was sitting outside, and the cabins are staggered into the hills that back up to the National Forest. And you can walk down the hill, and all the way down to the hill, you can get to the river, and there's a little bend in the river. And it was just so protected and private and quiet. So I knelt down and had a little quiet time, a prayer, and just an open prayer. Hey God, I'm ready for a big experience. Let me release some things to you and accept whatever you're calling me to do. So I have this prayer, and I kind of look up, and I'm right by this big cedar evergreen tree, and there's just this staff in there, right? Like this stick. It looked like it had been hand carved. Maybe someone was hiking down there. I doubt it, but it seemed like God left that for me and said, the old biblical story of taking up thy staff and follow thee, So it was really an emotional moment and kind of spiritual, private. I don't know what it was about, but it was kind of a powerful moment.
And nature is very important to us. That's a lot of what our business is based on, is preserving land. We are drawn to places that allow us to live life outside. That's why we built the home we did, and encompassed it with doors and windows everywhere so we could see outside, and just to be able to one day have a piece of New Mexico as an extension of that is really just a part of the way we live our life as a family. It's outside 90% of the time, even when it's cold. I don't go out, but I watch through the windows.
Yeah, we go out.
So
we're passionate. That's our main passion within building a home and an environment to just capture and preserve that natural environment around your home. So that continues to be the driving force behind our motivations. So.
100%. Today we're going to give you a little sneak peek into our master bedroom and the design that we did, and kind of going back to the idea of we love to see the outdoors. I knew early on in the process that I wanted a wall of windows. I just wanted to see outside because the view from the back side of our house is extraordinary. We positioned the master bedroom in a way that really showcased the view towards the mountains. And then we're also going to take you into the master bathroom, which was, I want to say it was inspired by a picture of a hotel bathroom, but I love hotels and I love the design that they incorporate into them. And so it's a little more glitzy glam than some of the other areas of the home, but I absolutely love the dark that we went with in there. And
dark and light from the windows. We've got big, huge windows in the bathroom. Every morning we're brushing our teeth, or if we're taking a bath, anything, you can look out. And
you have never taken a bath.
You take a bath?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I don't like to get
You have literally never gotten in that tub.
I don't have time for that.
You get too hot.
I get too hot, and I've got stuff to do. I got to get in the shower, get out, and go.
Not me.
Chase kids. And build homes.
Not me. I have time for a bath.
You like to soak in the bath. That's right.
I do.
And look at your evergreens.
Look at my evergreens. Yeah. The whole entire bedroom was centered around this view right here. I knew I wanted a wall of windows, but I truly could not afford the really high-end, super duper giant windows. So our solution was sliders. And believe it or not, it's a very affordable way to give you a completely, 100% view look in your room. So we eliminated one entire wall in the room and just did sliders. And I absolutely love them. In fact, if I ever move again, this is happening again because we love it that much. I don't love big bedrooms. I don't really see a need for them. And so we have a very simple design in here: TV, bed, nightstands, view. When you have a view, everything matters that way, or whichever way your view is oriented. Obviously the master bathroom, straight off the bedroom. We have a long, narrow one, so I decided to do kind of a wall-to-wall mirror in here to help the space feel larger, and I love it. And I also have this vision of my mind of my sconces in the mirror. Haven't regretted it one time since. I love it. I think it's such a seamless way to add lighting and not overhead lighting. And then over here, this is my favorite. We did some steps up to the bathtub so that I could see out. This view is everything to me. I wanted to maximize the trees and the nature in literally in every room possible. And so this kind of picture window was the way to center that over the tub and give natural light into this space. And we chose this high gloss black, which I know some people are like, you're nuts. Well, I am nuts and I love it. It was just a way to add a little bit of glam, mix it with our brass features on the lighting and the faucets and the hardware. Everything is brass in our home and I love it. I think brass and black are just a beautiful combination, and mixed with the white oak vanities that we had, it just turned out fabulous and I love it so much. And also, I was gonna say this little tip: if you're building a home, or you can probably even change them out if you have them, but if you have floating cabinets, one way to dress them up is to buy tapered legs. I actually got mine on Amazon, fairly inexpensive, and then we had the carpenters kind of position them underneath the furniture to make it look like a piece of furniture and not a built-in cabinet. So that's also an affordable way to kind of dress something up that is usually can be mundane or just a standard cabinet. And it's a 10 out of 10. I really, really, really love my bathroom, and I spend way too much time in here getting ready for film days. Thank you for joining us on a little trip to
New
I
Mexico.
didn't get to go actually, but he did. He gets to
Me
do
and a
all-
buddy got to go to New Mexico, and my wife was so graciously humble enough to let me go on an adventure.
I hope that you, through the camera, can sense the sarcasm that just came out of his mouth. Because for 3 days, I was mad.
You weren't mad. You were.
I was so sad
You were
because it's my place.
envious because you couldn't be there.
I was. My envy
Snuggled up
was legit. All caps. ENVY. But as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Your support means the world to us.
Thank you guys. We love you. Appreciate it.
Yep. Humbled always. Thank you for your
Every
support.
time. Thank you.